Hello, it's Gemma. I'm Chief Executive of Blood Cancer UK with a short message about the third dose of the COVID vaccine, which I know that many of you are struggling to access and having a really torrid and anxious time trying to negotiate your way through a system to get something that really should be straightforward. So first of all, I just wanted to say I know that it's been awful. We hear it on the support lines, we can see it on the online community, we can see it in our social media posts. We have been working very hard behind the scenes to try and influence how this rollout has happened. Obviously, the Joint Committee on Vaccination and Immunisation finally announced in September that people with compromised immunity should have a third dose. It's my view that that was late, but it did come, and then it was adopted immediately by the government. And we had hoped that the system would be ready to roll out and implement that programme very quickly. And obviously we're now middle of October and that hasn't happened. And not only that, that the process for many of you of trying to get hold of the vaccine, which you know to be important in your own protection, has been incredibly painful. And I can't tell you how deeply it's affected us hearing the stories of people turning up at vaccination centres and begging to get the vaccine, or being told by GPs that they've got it wrong and there's no difference between a third dose and a booster and there's no such thing. And all of those stories spur us on to do more, but we have so far not been able to do enough. So really what I wanted to say is we will continue to advocate and get this and these problems, as I say this problem, but several problems actually adding up to this situation, fixed. We're doing that more loudly today. We've kind of been doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes. We're now calling more publicly on the government and the NHS to fix this problem fast, because we think that it is really the case that lives depend on it. If today you're still struggling, the only advice I can give you really is go to your GP, take the letter from our website, explain that you are entitled to a third dose and that you need to be booked in. You could also turn up to a mass vaccination centre. Some people have had success doing that. I understand if you've been shielding, that's going to feel like something you really may well not want to do, but that is an option. Our support line is there for you and will talk you through all of the routes available to you and what has worked for other people. And certainly will give you support and hopefully will ensure that you don't feel that you're alone. The number for that will come up on the screen, but in case you've forgotten, it's 0808 20 80 888. I heard this morning that it is possible that NHS England will be sending out text messages over the next couple of days to tell people to go to their GP or their consultant to get the third dose. That may be followed up by a letter. I haven't seen that letter yet, but apparently that will be coming. That may make it easier. I hope it will for some of you that are struggling to persuade people in general practice or indeed your hospital team that this is something that they need to action. We'll stay close. We'll keep you updated. We won't stop till we've fixed it. And in the meantime, we're here if you need us.